Hi everyone, so today I am going to be showing you all the products that I have bought over the past month, so all throughout December, and considering it is the month where you generally buy other people presents, I was absolutely ridiculous with buying presents for myself and ended up buying quite a few things. It's going to be part one of two hauls. One is going to be makeup and skincare, and then two is going to be kind of style and other things that we've bought. I don't want to give too many spoilers, so I will show you that next week, but today it is makeup and skincare, and I was just slightly ridiculous this month with makeup and skincare, so I think this month I might have to be a little bit more restrained. So I'm going to get started with makeup, and the first thing I picked up this month was the Rimmel Apocalips lip lacquer, in Across the Universe, which is basically a really dark red. I've used it in my festive makeup tutorial, so I will link that up so you can see what it looks like. I love it, it is just beautiful. The next thing I picked up was the YSL Youth Liberator Serum foundation. I really like this foundation. It's kind of like the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, but daytime version, so it's got like SPF in it, and it's slightly less coverage, but only ever so slightly. I find that I can't build this up so much because of my dry skin at the moment. It kind of does cling to patches, but I have like extremely dry skin, so if you just have like a little bit of dehydration you'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, I can't wait till my skin is a little bit oilier because I just think my complexion will look amazing when there's just a little bit more kind of natural glow to my skin, and it does a really good job of like covering all the redness that has been on my skin and just really giving a nice glowy finish. Even though my skin has been really kind of horrifically dull and red, I actually think that it does a really good job, so I can't wait until my skin is a bit more normal so I can see how it really does, if that makes sense. Next I went on a little bit of a Nars rampage. I just went a bit bonkers. Just ridiculous. I went to kind of several different Space NKs and Liberties to find kind of each product that I wanted in my shade, and the first thing I picked up was the Nars Tinted Moisturiser in Light 3 Groenland. I've never heard anyone have that shade before, it's just me and my bizarre skin tone, but I actually really like this. It kind of comes to more of a satin finish on my skin, but like very low coverage, but still gives a really lovely finish, and every time I'm just really surprised by the finish. Like, I don't own anything else like it. I really do like it. And to go with that I picked up the Nars Radient Creamy Concealer, which I do really like. I didn't want to like it because it's one of those products that was like so hyped up, and when it came out you couldn't find the shade Vanilla anywhere, and I was like, I'll probably be vanilla, sod's law. But I'm actually not vanilla, I am Custard, I think. Yeah. And this is a really good coverage concealer. I was actually quite surprised. It's creamy, but not like the Bobbi Brown creamy concealer, because I hate that with a passion. Literally, it's awful and it breaks me out and it's just all kinds of hell on my face. But this is actually, it's creamy, but because it's in a liquid form, I find it so easy to kind of blend, but it's still really good coverage. I just think that this is awesome. The next thing I picked up is the Nars Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Cruella, which I've seen Anna from Viviana Does Makeup wearing it so many times, and I wanted something that was like a really beautiful kind of dark reddy colour, and this is kind of like the matte version to the Rimmel Apocalips lip lacquer that I just showed you, and I've used them both in my festive makeup tutorial, so like I said, I'll link that up below. And this is like its matte version, which I really like for if I'm kind of going somewhere and I don't want to be touching it up all the time. Like, so yeah, I definitely recommend picking some of these up if you kind of like a matte finish and something that is really long lasting. Next I picked up an Essie polish, and it is Master Plan, and I actually meant to go and pick up a different one and got completely distracted by this and picked this up. I actually really want Saint-Tropez, and for some reason I chose this over that, and I'm gonna have to go back and get Saint-Tropez because I really want it. But I picked up Master Plan, and it's a really lovely kind of like grey colour, but with a slight, ever so slight warmth to it, so it's a very like warm grey, so it kind of looks a little bit lilac-y ever so slightly in some lights, but most lights it just looks great. And as with all Essie polishes, I love the formula, I love everything about them, so I'm not really gonna touch on that too much. And my final Boots purchase of the month was the Maxfactor Full Slash Effect Mascara, which I used to use all the time from like the age of 15 to I think about 20, 21. I picked this up because whenever I see Amelia, I just can't go a video without mentioning her. I'll link her blog and YouTube up below. Whenever I see Amelia, her eyelashes always just look amazing, and more often than not she's been wearing this, and I just had to pick it up again because it just reminds me of how much I used to love it, and people always used to think that I was wearing false lashes when I wore this, and yeah, so I had to pick it up again. Moving on to skincare, my skin has been so red and angry this month, so most of the products that I have bought are geared towards the hell that has been in my face. So you are about to witness me talking about each product in relation to my dry skin, so I apologise if I do ramble on quite a bit about my dry skin. I'm really sorry. The first item I picked up was Hydraluron, and this is basically a really simple, easy to use serum. It's just one of those ones that I would recommend if you're kind of starting out with skincare and you want to try a serum and you're not sure kind of where to start. Everyone gets dehydrated skin at some point, whether it's just after a night out or just on a generally everyday basis, and you forget to kind of really hydrate yourself and your skin starts to just look a little bit dehydrated. I think everyone needs this at some point, and I think it was on offer when I picked it up in Boots. I think they were doing it for around £15–16, which is really good because I think it's normally like 20 something, and I picked this up and I just feel like it benefits my skin so much. This is my second one. I'd run out of my other one and gone a couple of weeks without it and thought, nah, no, not going without this again. So I love this. I would definitely recommend this for kind of everyone. And the next product is the Roche-Posay Toleraine Riche. I picked this up just because I was looking for something that kind of is very soothing and protecting, and I really felt that I needed that for my dry skin. So I picked this up and it worked quite well, but I have actually found something that works ever so slightly better. But I think if your skin is just normally quite dry, not like with really angry eczema patches to it, I think this would really work quite well. But I think for my skin at the moment it just wasn't working perfectly, but I think when I just have dry patches this will actually be amazing. So the next thing I picked up is the Roche-Posay Cicaplast. I never really know how to say Roche-Posay product names, it just completely is way over my head. I think that's how you say it. I pretty much butcher everything now. And it is their soothing and repairing balm, and I just found it to be so kind of just, it has such an instant effect on really dry, red, angry skin, and that was like exactly what I wanted. So I have been loving this. I've been using it in conjunction with another product, and that has also worked really well, so I'll get to that in a minute. But I just absolutely love this, and I really recommend it if you've got kind of really dry, angry skin, because especially for my neck it's been working so well. The next two products I picked up were from This Works, and I got their In the Midnight Hour kind of little gift set, and inside that you get their Deep Sleep Shower Gel and Deep Sleep Stress Less, a little, I think this is the mini one, and I just thought it was a really good deal, considering like the two little mini spray, you get the pillow spray and the Stress Less for like £10, and then for like £16 or something I got the shower gel and the Stress Less, which was what I wanted anyway. So I actually think this was a really good deal, and I love the shower gel. It smells so good. It's got like lavender and all that really nice stuff which makes you feel really relaxed in it. And after this I will definitely be going and picking up their bath soak, which I was kind of eyeing up. I was like, it's quite pricey. The final product I picked up in my moment of kind of skincare madness in Boots was the Soap and Glory Calm All Bubble Bath. I think that's what it's called. I'm really useless with names today. But this is basically a really lovely kind of freshly scented bubble bath, and we desperately need a bubble bath in our flat. Like the one that we bought from Tesco's for like £1 is rubbish. Surprise, surprise. This is just kind of very kind of citrusy, very lemony, just really lovely. It's a little bit, it's got a little bit of the sugar crush about it, but without being too sweet. So if you find sugar crush too sweet, then this is just like a much more fresh, zesty version of it. I think this is really beautiful. And then I went into Space NK, which is always incredibly dangerous. I just shouldn't, full stop. I've actually been in there about 6 times throughout December. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I picked up a couple of things from Kiehl's. I picked up their creamy eye treatment with avocado. This is an amazing eye cream. It is so thick. If you have like really dry skin around your eyes, I would recommend you pick this up, because I haven't really been able to use like normal creams and balms over my eyes, because obviously the eye area is just so different in the way that products sink. I've been ending up with really swollen eyes. Like I wake up in the morning and they're like so puffed out, I can't wear makeup, it's just absolutely bonkers. But this is just like, I don't wake up with swollen eyes, I don't wake up with too much dry skin. Like there's just a couple of flakes at the moment, which is just so much better than what I did have. I did literally just have like an eye covered in dry skin. It was ridiculous. If you've got really dry eyes and nothing else is working, just go get this because it's just amazing. It's just really nice and really creamy, and I love it. It's a very good purchase. And the next thing I picked up is the Kiehl's Skin Rescuer, and this has basically done a really good job of calming my angry skin. And because we're not sure what was kind of affecting it, whether it was kind of like washing powder or stress or any of that, I went and picked this up just in case. And it says it reduces the visible signs of stress and flare-ups, including skin fatigue and redness. I'm used to sort of reading things out loud. Because of the redness bit and just all of that, I just thought I'll pick it up and see what it does. I do really like it. My skin is far less red. It's very calm. I found that the redness that appears kind of around my nose area and all of that and my cheeks is far less. So I'm actually really impressed with this. Let you know how it goes, and I will review it on my blog like in a few weeks, maybe next month, depending on what I think about it. So that is it for my haul today. That's it for part 1. I hope you enjoyed my makeup and skincare ramblings. I feel like I haven't had a chat with you guys in absolutely ages. So yeah, this is me having a chatty video for once in like, I think it's the first time in a month if you don't count my 8 days of Christmas vlog that I did. Because that was a bit of kind of like both. Haven't done a beauty chat in ages, that's my point. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, because I didn't really get to actually say that, I don't think, just all over the place today. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next week for part 2. Bye!